Hello, my name is Aaron Daniel. Today, I'm going to be presenting my case, which is the Alton gas storage project that is located in Canada, Nova Scotia, Canada to be exact. I'm going to present my project on that. So here we go. So the project goal of the Alton gas storage project was basically, well, first of all, it's located in Canada, but the goal of it was to store natural gas in underground salt caverns created by dissolving salt deposits in the river, in the Shabunakade River. This goal raised concerns by the indigenous Mi'kmaq communities, which is like Indians. It raised concerns for them, and they opposed it because it potentially harmed their traditional way of fishing rights. And it messed up their way of fishing to where it basically it would put like toxins in the river, in their famous river. I'm sorry, move it to this side. Some of the environmental justice issues of this case is, first of all, like I said, the indigenous rights of the Mi'kmaq Nation hold a very historical and cultural right to this river that they're trying to put their project at. And they feel like if they put a project there, then they're gonna mess up their traditional fishing rights, which they usually have or usually do, and it jeopardize their fishing. Another one is environmental degradation. This dissolution process for the salt coverings may harm the river's ecosystem, and it might affect the fish and the endangered species like the Atlantic salmon, which is one of the famous ones in Canada. And it might potentially have water contamination to affect the river. Also, another one is health and safety risks. Local residents have raised concerns about potential air and water pollution, which could affect vulnerable groups such as children, elderly, and low-income individuals. So they're raising concerns about having water pollution and air pollution that can affect people that might not be able to protect themselves, like children and elders. And then the cultural impact. The Mi'kmaq community considers their river as sacred. And this project that they're trying to do to this river, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say the river name, is like Shabunakade. I'm gonna just say Shabunakade River. The impact they're trying to do to this project, they're gonna bother this river. The Mi'kmaq community doesn't like it because this river means a lot to them. So they don't want them to bother the river because it might mess it up. Why do I think this event or conflict or case is important? I think it's important because this case highlights ongoing struggles of indigenous communities in Canada to protect their rights to land, water, cultural practices from industrial developments. It also is an environmental protection versus industrial development. So it's like the environment, people trying to protect the environment, and then the industrial people trying to develop their stuff in the environment. And it's like they're battling each other. And then also just future projects. The case sets a potential legal and political precedent for how future development projects involving indigenous land and resources should be handled. Enough said. Also, another one on why I think it's important conflict is the broader environment justice concerns. This case demonstrates a disobedient environmental risks borne by marginalized communities, particularly indigenous people from industrial projects. So it just shows like how they go back and forth, how they battle each other, like the indigenous people and then the industrial people. The takeaways I got from this is that developers and governments and industrial people need to like maybe make sure that before they put their project in certain places that it doesn't mean a lot to that community or that local people. Because you can't just come in, like, for example, you can't just walk to somebody's house and plant your project right in their living room and say, oh yeah, this is what we're gonna start out with. Like, this might mean something to people, or people spend money for this house, or, you know, like, I can't just walk into your house and then put my S-box right there and be like, yeah, this is what my S-box gonna be. No. So I think some takeaways, some lessons learned is that The government should do better at knowing where and where not they can put their projects, because it's not fair to the local or the people that they put this project inside this river where it can bother the fish and stop the community from fishing there. And then on top of that, it's very important to the Mi'kmaq tribe, the Mi'kmaq community. This river is very important to them. So why would y'all come in and intoxicate it just to see if you can do a project? That's very selfish. Another takeaway is just learning how to balance development and sustainability. Projects must consider the long-term environment impacts and rights of communities. So that I feel like they should balance both. Like they should consider how it can long-term impact environment, and they should just give the communities their rights. Like you can't just come and take their stuff. And what surprised me from what I learned from here is just the case underscores the power of grassroots activism, community mobilization, and challenging industrial projects that threaten local environments and cultures and health. But overall, I just think the case is crazy because I feel like you shouldn't be able to just come and take over their river just so you can do your project and then not care about how they feel about it. Like I feel like that's just crazy. So I just think moving forward, they should do better at checking on the concerns of the community and the local people that are around the environment before they feel like they can do their testing there. Not saying that the people own it, but it's just like some stuff just mean more to certain people because they've been there forever. So yeah, they serve an important case study, but I just think they should be more mindful and meaningful about where they place their projects at. Thank you for your time. Please have a blessed day. I pray you had a blessed Thanksgiving. And yeah, thank you for listening in Jesus' name.